welcome to Money Mantan channel. We have HANMANDLOO garu here. Today we are going to discuss about income tax. Hi sir.
Hello.
How are you sir?
Fine, thank you.
Okay sir. Today we are going to discuss about income tax department.
Yes.
Sir, how will these details will be filed with the income tax department?
So income tax department is collects tax, income tax on income earned by an individual.
Yes sir.
Any firm, partnership, company, anybody who earns income, they has to pay the taxes. How they get the information is a basic question.
Yes sir.
Earlier, people used to file voluntarily the details of their incomes, books of accounts, everything. But after 2004, annual information return complaints are started, introduced by the then government to all the departments, banks, cooperative banks, financial institutions, register of companies, all has to file the details of their transactions made by individuals with the income tax department half yearly.
In what form the details will be filed with the income tax department?
Yes, I told earlier, all the banks which are governed under the Banking Regulation Act, cooperative societies,
Yes.
all these NBFs, non-banking financial companies, has to file the details of cash transactions made by the individuals in their savings accounts, current accounts, fixed deposits. They have to file with the income tax department as annual information return half yearly. Means in the month of up to April to September, in the month of October, October to March in the month of April. This is the basis for collecting, means income tax department to collect the right taxes from the right taxpayer. Okay. They will file electronically. There is no interface. All the department has to file directly to the income tax website that is maintained at the CBDT Delhi, and that will give all the details of the persons who made their addresses based on the PAN card and Aadhaar card. All the details will be distributed to the local offices, means state-wise offices, regional offices, and also to the assessing officers. Yeah. So this is the center. Information will file only at one place, that is an center CBDT through annual information return.
Okay. Sir, are the banks, cooperative banks, postmaster, Nidhi, non-banking official company, credit card agencies will give information?
Yes, this is as I told earlier. All these banks, those who collect deposits, those who allowed to do transactions through cash, are allowed to do transactions through transfers, maybe checks, banks, electronic transfers, in cooperative societies, non-banking financial companies. All these were obligated statutorily to file the details, mainly cash transactions. Why the cash transactions? Means cash is maybe the department feels that cash transactions means it is not accounted transactions, unaccounted transactions.
Yes.
And if any transaction, suppose a person carries on a cash payment in all savings account together, it is more than 10 lakhs. Okay. The bank has to give information to the income tax department. Okay. If he made a transaction of 50 lakhs from current account during the year, the bank has to give information to the income tax department. Generally, people feel that I have different savings accounts. I can do 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs like that, in 10 accounts like that. But all are linked to PAN card, all are linked to Aadhaar card. So everybody consolidated figure will go to income tax department.
Yes, sir.
Nobody can escape if they crosses 10 lakhs cash transactions in their savings accounts. The same way, current account also like that. Any businessman who carries on a business, he will not disclose the two transactions. Suppose he disclosed turnover of 25 lakhs, but he made account transactions of more than 1 crore. It means that he has undershown the sales turnover. Yes. The income tax department will get information that this business organization has shown under turnover, so income may be estimated on the difference turnover. So that will be the basis for income tax department to bring all the transactions into the tax net, means widening of tax base.
So to whom the banks, cooperative banks and post office will give the information?
As told earlier, all these information will not filed with the local offices or local state offices, it will go directly to the income tax department. There is a portal called income tax e-filing portal. All that will be facilitate to collect the information from all these information providers. So that is the center for collecting all the information about the transactions made by individuals, commercial organizations, everybody.
Okay. What details banks, cooperative banks, postmaster, Nidhi, non-banking financial company will file information?
All these entities, banks, cooperative societies, NBFCs, will collect cash from the borrowers, will collect cash from the as deposits. So if any person made a deposit of cash in cash more than 10 lakhs, as I told earlier, in all accounts together,
yes, sir,
that will go to the income tax department. Suppose he makes a deposit in bank 2 lakhs and he makes another deposit in NBFC 3 lakhs. He makes another 5 lakhs in cooperative bank. He feels that it is different, it will not go to the income tax department. All clubbed together only will go to the income tax department.
Yes, sir.
So after this, the cooperative society will file its own information, bank will file its own information, and NBFC, non-bank finance company, will file its information. All will be clubbed together at the income tax office, income tax portal, and that will consolidate the transactions, and they will take decision how to bring them to the tax net.
Okay, sir. Sir, how frequently bank, cooperative banks and credit card payments will file information?
All these organizations which deals with the public borrowings and credit cards also.
Yes.
Suppose if all these will file the details for half yearly. As I told earlier, April to September, in the month of October they have to file.
Yes, sir.
And October to April, October to March they have to file in the month of April. So all these details will be filed by these organizations electronically and to the income tax department half yearly.
Okay. Sir, what details the companies will file with the income tax department?
Companies.
Yes, sir.
Earlier we were discussing about banks and financial institutions. These companies, those who issue shares to persons who apply for shares. Suppose a person applies for shares of 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakhs rupees.
Yes.
If it is more than 1 lakh rupees, the company has to file the details with the income tax department. Maybe public issue or maybe debentures, bonds or anything. The companies has to file these details with the Register of Companies, Stock Exchange Board of India, SEBI, as well as income tax department.
Okay.
So they have to file the details of shareholders who has contributed more than 1 lakh to acquire the shares of that company. Every company has to file the details with the income tax department.
Sir, when trust of mutual fund will file details of unit purchaser?
Yes, mutual funds are organizations which will collect units, just like a Unit Trust of India, SBI Mutual Fund, HDFC Mutual Fund. All these are mutual funds. They collect money from the people and they will invest in shares, or they will invest in deposits, or they will invest in as a loans in different assets. So all these companies which are collecting money from the people above 1 lakh during the entire year,
yes, sir,
they have to inform to the income tax department.
Okay.
These are the details will be available with income tax. If we forget our investment also, income tax people will collect us, you have invested so and so amount.
Okay. Sir, how foreign exchange transaction cards, expenses in foreign exchange through debit or credit cards or any other instrument are filed with the income tax department?
All these foreign exchange transactions are carried on through Reserve Bank of India and authorized dealer.
Okay.
Authorized dealer will be there. Every bank is not allowed to authorize. Some branches, especially designated branches, only authorized to deal with foreign exchange.
Yeah.
So if any foreigner came to India and he wants, any NRA, non-resident Indian working abroad, he wants to open an account. He has to open an account with authorized dealer, branch having authorized dealership, and all these transactions within foreign exchange will be informed to the Reserve Bank of India. Also, all this information has to be forwarded to the income tax department. Okay. Even credit card payments, travelers checks, whatever the amount they have spent, whatever the amount they have used, whatever the amount they have repaid, remitted to other countries. All these transactions, it will be any amount, yes, maybe 10,000, 50,000, 5,000, anything that has to be that will be informed to the income tax department, so that it is due tax is collected and it is not from illegal sources, or Means it is valid sources,
Yes.
legal sources. Yes.
When the registration department will file the details of purchase or sale of any immovable property.
Yes. All the property transactions are registered with registration office, state registration office. They also has to file the details with the income tax department half yearly. Half yearly, as otherwise banks and companies like that only. Half yearly is common for filing all the details. If any person purchases a property of more than 30 lakhs, he has his details will go to income tax department. If any person sells a property of more than 30 lakhs, his information with the account number, bank account number, PAN card, all the details will go to income tax department. So that the income tax department will know this is the person who has sold the property, whether capital gains tax is received or not, and the purchaser, whether he is having sources to purchase that property, or any difference between the registration value and the registration value with the registration department and consideration paid, amount paid. Suppose registration value is according to registration office 40 lakhs, but he has paid only 30 lakhs. He mentions in registration only 30 lakhs, but income tax department says it is registered value 40 lakhs. You have purchased for 30 lakhs, means 10 lakhs your profit. So the purchaser has gained profit of 10 lakhs. You have to pay tax on the 10 lakhs also.
Yes.
The same way, seller also, its value is 40 lakhs, but you have sold for only 30 lakhs. So you have forgone 10 lakhs. Means you have to pay tax even in the 10 lakhs also. Both he has not issued, he has not paid.
Yes,
but income tax department makes them liable to pay the tax. So this is the reason there should be the registration should be and the purchase consideration should be on the registration value. If any difference is there, income tax department will catch hold of that, and they are liable to pay tax
And the remaining amount.
with interest,
Okay.
and that will come only after 4 years notice, and tax will become almost a double.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, which businessman, profession, what details will file with the income tax department?
Generally, all businessmen did not file the details with income tax department in the form of annual return. Only those people whose turnover is more than 2 crores, they are liable for tax audit. And any professional whose gross is more than 50 lakhs per annum, they has to file the details of this transaction. Means who has paid cash more than 2 lakhs, cash purchase or sale during the year. Suppose a person buys 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 cash, and the entire year it became more than 2 lakhs. He has to file information to the income tax department.
Okay.
A total year together. It is not one transaction. It is
Yes.
yearly together. In the same way, the person who carries on the profession, he has to give the details of more than transaction of more than 2 lakhs. Suppose all cash transactions, they has to give the details with the income tax department. Suppose purchasing goods from some outside the state, you need to pay cash. You have to give the details of the person to whom you have paid.
Yes, sir.
So these are the all cash transactions has to be informed by every business organization, every professional organization if it exceeds 2 lakhs, and the details has to be filed half yearly with the income tax department.